as we remind you of a night like this, and it says, part of the staff, please introduce yourself, and if you appreciate the show, tell them. If there's something you don't like about it, tell me. If there's something you do like about it, please tell your friends, their kids, your neighbors, and all those people. Thank you. We'll begin.
Certainly, he was a very brave Hobbit.
You have to be smart, too. What would you do if you met a troll?
Run!
Trolls can run faster. No, Uncle Bilbo. In this book it says, keep them out of the open until the ray of morning sunlight touches them. That will turn them to stone. Hard stone.
Trick them into staying out of their caves until sunlight touches them. That turns them to stone. Hey, and it says so in the book.
Uncle Bilbo, Hobbits are really better than other people.
Well, certainly. Other people don't even have hair on their toes.
No hair on their toes? How queer.
Ours are extra hairy. It's polite to say, may the hair on your toes grow longer whenever you meet anyone. Well, come along, Frodo. It's time for my second breakfast. I think I'll make us an omelet.
Ah, yes, that's the way it always goes. Hobbits are the mountain.
We'll attack, be daring, reckless, to get back each emerald necklace. Coins of gold and crystal flagon, 13 mighty dwarfs will slay the dragon.
Why, what's all this? I am Thorin Oakenshield, and this is my band of dwarves. But what are you doing here?
Here we begin a crusade of the sacred Arkansas, stolen long ago by the dragon's father.
Wish you luck, Uncle.
Yes, yes, of course. My nephew and I wish you luck. But why come here?
We came on the advice of Mr.
respected magician, Gandalf the Great. Gandalf? Gandalf? Not the famous wandering wizard who told those tales about dragons and giants and goblins.
The same.
What about Great Great Bullroy the fireworks?
Of course, but you aren't old enough to have seen them.
Again, not just saw them. He said they rose up like great lilies and snapdragons and hung in the sky all evening, flying last like silver and gold rain.
Not a poke scratch, son.
I'll remember you, boy.
But we mustn't detain this famous magician. I'm sure he has important business elsewhere.
Important business right here.
And these worthy dwarfs standing all over my front lawn. We mustn't delay them either.
Correct, and since their business includes you, let us get on with it.
Include me? Well, I hardly think I even know them, so...
My oversight. Excuse me, Mr. Bilbo Baggins and nephew here, the great Thorin Oakenshield, and his band of dwarves. Balin,
At your service.
Dwalin,
At your service.
Keely,
At your service.
Feely,
At your service.
Dori,
At your service.
Nori,
At your service.
Ori.
At your service.
Owen,
At your service.
Glowen, at your service. Viper,
At your service.
Bover,
At your service.
and Bomer.
At your service. At yours. May your beards never grow thin.
Very good, and now to business. Thorin, you asked me to provide a 14th man for your expedition, since obviously you can't expect success if you start with 13. We agreed a man should be a hero, and also an experienced burglar, since he is to steal back property stolen from you. Well, there he stands, the heroic burglar, Mr. Bilbo Baggins.
Uncle, you're going on an adventure? A grandma took? Oh, please take me.
I'm not going on any adventure. We hobbits don't hold with trucking around looking for trouble. And furthermore, I'm not a burglar. I never have been.
You don't look like a burglar. If it had been for the sign at your door.
More like a grocer, always nibbling at the stuff.
I resent such remarks. And furthermore, there's no sign on my door.
Isn't there?
My good sir, the sign clearly reads, burglar wants work, no reasonable offer refused.
That's not my sign.
No more talking. We must start. It will be a long, hard journey. Some of us will never return.
What?
Like we will get lost or starve to death in the forest. And if we do reach Holy Mountain, we'll be eaten by dragons.
Eaten by dragons? Eaten by dragons?
He has these queer little fits, but he's as bold as a dragon in a pinch. Come, come, Bilbo, get up.
Struck by lightning?
Perhaps you don't understand what an opportunity this is.
You have a reputation hereabouts for respectability. You read, you write, you garden, and you cook. You have hid your guilty secret well, but I know your family tree. And Bilbo, boy, your mother was a took.
Not all the tooks were adventurous.
Don't worry, you'll get your 14th share of the treasure.
You've a reputation hereabouts for you adventure. A chance to really get away and travel. That's very broadening, they say. Break out, leave your house, live life. Are you a hobbit or a mouse? Adventure. And though perhaps it's in the street, it's thrilling. Just think who you may get to meet. Goblins, hateful trolls, elves too, and other fascinating souls. You've spent your entire life in this small cave. Now just once, before you're ready for your grave. Roar like a bull, live life to the full, give in to the full of adventure.
I won't go.
Stuck him in the middle. I'm scared to travel.
Very brave, young man, but wait, all of you. Let me explain again.
Don't bother. No, thank you. A lot. I like what I've got. A quiet life for me. I'm timid as a rabbit, and domesticity is a hobbit habit. No, thank you. Just loads. I won't walk those roads. Too late to change my plan. And so.
As it glittered fire. And then
what befell, Philly, Nori, Viper, all of you,
word of our riches spread. Mortal man heard of it.
But we had met friendly eyes. We saw greed and calculation. The dragon heard of it. Smog.
our hunting party saw him come down on our mountain.
Trees exploded with fire. A few dwarfs and men of Dale escaped. The dragon made his lair in our treasury. He rests a scaly head on the sacred earth.
We are here to plan attack.
Here!
Hear what?
drive out the dragon. You'll need maps and things like that.
What did I tell you? He's the right burglar for us. And I have here the map you need.
My grandfather's map. How did you get a hold of it?
I didn't get a hold of it. Your father gave it to me before he died.
No offense intended.
None taken. With it, with this small and curious key to a secret door in a mountain. Keep it safe.
I will.
Uncle Bill's not one bit afraid. He's just a little old fellow. Take me instead. Please take me.
I'm not that old.
Bullroarer would be proud of you. Your time will come.
When? When will it come?
Your uncle is going on a great adventure. It will lead to another great adventure. You shall go on that one. That's a promise.
Thanks.
And now, Frodo, run along and tell your mother I'm off killing dragons. I believe you said we should get started.
Warm up, dwarves. Our marching song. Ground goes way under rocks, and it all comes crashing down. No overhang. We're safe here. What happened? Are the boys all right?
Well, we ticketed them by the river, and we went to look for...
Can't you get it out of you? What happened?
We heard this awful sound.
And a lot of rocks came hurling down.
On the ponies?
Yeah. Keely and Al went to take them out. You can't really do that. They were swept away.
You off-roaded? Imbecile, why not?
There was this campfire.
Some of the ashes were still warm.
Traveler's fire.
The ash was... The tracks were so big.
And there were bones like this one all around. As you can see, they were not animal bones.
These are bones of mortal man. Trash were big, you said?
Biggest I've ever seen.
Follow. It's a troll, man.
Trolls!
Call Gandalf.
He's not here. Where is he? How would I know? I just noticed a while ago he was gone.
Well, things are not so bad. Perhaps our burglar has a suggestion. We're hundreds of miles from home without ponies or supplies. Trolls, baby deer, goblins, and Gandalf is gone. Well, yes, but we're better off than we were 5 minutes ago.
Better
We're in no more danger than we were 5 minutes ago, and we're better off now because we know it. We can do something about it.
Well, what are we gonna do? Are you suggesting that 13 dwarves and a burglar can defeat a party of trolls?
Yes.
That's ridiculous! Shows how little you know about trolls.
But I do know about trolls. Why, just lately I heard something important about them.
What?
I don't remember.
What the hell?
A few trolls needed some for appetizer.
Well, I wouldn't intend to die fighting.
I hope we quit. Our supplies are gone. Without food, we might as well give up.
We may still have a chance to be alive if we start back at once.
Why, that's no way for 13 brave dwarves to talk. If we go back now, then we are doomed. If we go on, at least we have a chance. Why, that reminds me of a tale my grandfather Took once told me when I was but a wee small hobbit with only a bit of fuzz on my toes. There's a tale of two frogs in a pond.
Things are always
Dog Then a shower of cream came a-tumbling down, and the two little frogs, they were like to drown. Well, the little frogs jumped, then they slid and rolled, on the slippery sides couldn't get a hold. One had faith, they kept on, fighting for each breath, the other quit and he sank to a milky death.
You mustn't give
Up, you've got to go on.
Things are always
Darkest before the dawn. When they open the churn, everyone recalls that a frog sat on top eating butterballs. Then he jumped and escaped in a giant hop. So remember, fight on, you'll come out on top.
I guess I feel a little better.
We'll rest well. Start before dawn.
You mustn't give
Up, you've got to go on.
Things are always
Darkest before the dawn.
You mustn't give
Up, you've got to go on.
Things are always
Darkest before the dawn.
Not yesterday, not today, and blimey, if it don't look like nothing to get tomorrow.
Thinking a troll's food not good enough for you?
How about the vittles and the troll king's eating some?
Yar, how about you?
Never learn more in course. Rules man for what I'm hankering for. Life can be gay on just one meal a day, but you must keep on eating it steady. When breakfast is done, you can nibble a bun till the cook says that luncheon is ready. Eating, eating, what is life worth without eating? Seafood on Friday, some mermaid saute. Wash out with a cold glass of water and fade. Sundays will come out and I always make lots of barbecue yogurt and hot dragon steak. Life can be tough when you're licking your chops and you're chopping your way through a menu. Bad manners are cursed, so remember me first. When I feel till I'm bursting, why then you? Eating, eating, build up your girth while you're eating.
Gosh, feel some of that food. You're the burglar.
Elegant, food for a midnight buffet. Fresh hearted girl left into hearted birthday. For a party to drink that is simply a gem. Just marinate those and make sure cake of them. So what care I if tomorrow I die? Consumed by a sunbeam was fleeting. That's how the roast cuts, life's been perfect, no buts. From the soup to the nuts I kept eating. Eating, eating. Ever since birth it's been heaven on earth and what's made it worth it. Eating.
Got to get some of that food.
But only has a royal ruby torch or a nice roast leg of a man-child. Fill her up. You help drink it. Help fill it.
Find it, Murphy! Look what I caught!
Oh, please, kind troll, let me go.
What is it?
Oofed up. I don't know. What are you?
Bilbo Baggins, a burglar, a hobbit.
What's a burglar hobbit?
A
You could try.
It would make about a mouthful. Not many skin to bone.
Maybe there's more from around here, and we can make a pie. Any more good start sneaking around here?
Yes, lots. Oh, I mean, none at all.
What do you mean?
Oh, what I say? Oh, please, kind trolls, don't cook me.
Poor little blighter. Leave him go.
Are you crazy?
You shut up.
Hey! Yoo-hoo! I'm more! Quick!
Leave his head stick out. He'll keep better alive. So, there any more you dwarves around here?
I'm alone.
Aha! Now I guess it. There's more dwarves around here, I'm no troll. No more burglar hobbits, but a lot of dwarves.
Stay away, there's trolls.
Oh my eye!
Like I said, there's more of them. Into the bush, look at him.
For violence!
Well, poke us in fire then. Come on, teapot.
Wait till I get you on a skewer!
Get him!
Hey, my left! The fountain's sneaking away!
Don't be the piece of the line! Get him! Upon the full troll!
It's always burpy when there's work to be done.
Can you open your bag, Bilbo? It's like they're glued.
Cut them.
I lost my knife.
What can we do?
They got us all tiptoeing. He climbed a big tree. I heard their plans.
What are they?
They're gonna drive us along and live off us. Or if he's slaughtered you like pigs,
There's nothing we can do. Owen will think of something. I'll put them on the tree and eat him like an apple.
they'll eat us.
So remember, fight on.
You'll come out on top.
You mustn't give up.
You gotta go on.
Things are always darkest before the dawn. That reminds me, it was my nephew who told me how to kill trolls. How? He was reading this book, and he said all
Give
this.
all that.
Get to the point.
There's no time. Listen and do as I do.
We cut enough for a real feast.
Get the pot, Burpee. Let's get him boiling.
Boiling takes too long. You're a fool, Wiley.
I can mince him first. Fire, teapot.
Shut up.
There ain't none.
Shut up and find some more.
I'm warning you, Burpee.
There ain't no big troll either, Wiley.
I'll have no insubordination.
Get your mouth.
Let's get Wiley, Burpee.
Crush him.
You been you?
Oh, come on.
Don't take you all and be stoned to you.
I'm here to die with you.
Mr. Baggins happened. The trolls are turned to stone.
Gandalf, you mean that silly trick you used to get them frightening made this happen?
That silly trick kept them here long enough for the sun to do its work.
Well, if it helped, we're all much obliged, I'm sure. At your service, Mr. Baggins. Now, let us push on.
But wait, what about the troll cave? The trolls must have had one to hide in from daylight.
I saw what looked like a cave entrance in the treetops.
Find it. Oh, and lead the way. All but Gandalf and Mr. Baggins, investigate. If I may ask, why did you leave us?
To look ahead,
And what brought you back again in the nick of time?
looking behind.
Could you possibly be more plain?
I went ahead to spy out the land. It will soon become very dangerous.
But we've just had lots of danger.
Bilbo, sometimes took and sometimes Hobbit.
Go! Take what we need, bury the rest, mark the place well.
Oh, couldn't we just take the gold we captured and, well, go home with it? It's a lot of gold.
And forget our ancient home. Forget the Arkenstone. Out. Rest now, my dwarves. We must leave at once.
Well, how can we make it? We don't have no ponies.
We'll bargain for them with the Muggle as we go along.
Did you say very dangerous?
I did indeed. We should leave at once. Here we may be seen by a goblin patrol. We are entering the territory of the Great Goblin. He has hundreds of armed warriors.
Couldn't we just go around them in the night?
That isn't necessary. There is a secret tunnel. We'll use it and the goblins will never suspect.
Then there's no problem.
Well, to reach the tunnel, we must pass near the Lake of Golem. Even the goblins fear him.
What's a golem?
He is a monster that somehow survived in our modern world. He steals young goblins for food.
They should set guards. Kill him.
They can't catch him. Sometimes it seems as if he can walk unseen.
My nephew told me that certain rings give the power to do that.
Please be sure, no, swords are getting hard to pack.
Let's see them. It's possible there are runes. Look, Thorin, these are no common swords.
Why, this is Orcrist. I would bear this sword.
Hail, Thorin, son of Thrain, king under the mountain!
And this one is Glamdring, Bowhammer. Who shall wear it?
Choose, my dwarves.
Gandalf!
This one seems a handier size. For work, I mean.
It's about right for you.
Keep it, Mr. Baggins. You have some help with patrols.
Orcrist, what does it mean?
What's special about them?
Elves made them long ago to use in the Goblin Wars. The spells protect the user, and it is said the swords glow a warning if goblins are near.
Probably just a legend.
It's just right for throwing. Thank you. Thank you very strongly. Has it also a name?
You might call it bread slicer.
Sword of my very own. No hobbit ever owned a sword before, not even Bull Roarer. I name you Stink.
Did he say stink?
Shall we attack our friends, or shall we save our malice for our foes?
Bomber was only joking. Are we ready?
We must go on fast.
Not without Mr. Baggins.
He was reported dead.
We should go back and find out.
Go back to the tunnel. We'd be ambushed.
But if there's even a chance that Bilbo's alive, we have to go back.
No, we do not. We cannot risk our expedition for a hobbit. Ouch! Who's picking on me?
Clumsy!
I am not clumsy.
Quiet there. Couldn't one of you have stopped and taken a moment to see if he were alive?
Here's the burglar, alive and well. Bilbo Baggins! How did you get here?
Fine lookout you are. How did you get here without being challenged?
Well, burglars, you know. We know.
But they said you were dead. Tell us what happened.
Mr. Baggins can tell us later. Delay is dangerous. We must go.
But we've only makeshift supplies. Between here and Mirkwood, you'll find supplies that I've done for you. And now, alas, I must leave you again.
You leave us in danger.
You'll be in no danger, even in the terrible forest of Mirkwood, so long as you don't leave the path.
Couldn't we just go around Mirkwood somehow?
To the north are the great mountains where the goblins have their flings, and on the crest the dreaded orcs do simply dreadful things. To the south the necromancers' faithful fires cast their glow. And if you can't go north or south, what other way to go?
Go back!
We vowed that we'd go forward till the dragon is deceased.
Lonely mountain lies past Mirkwood, and we have to travel east through Mirkwood,
Where the creeper vines get off the trees and crawl.
Then they wind around your feet till they cover you complete, and your friends can't find you anywhere at all.
It's Mirkwood. Where each apple is your lesson, life is hard.
Though it's strange or fun, it's true. Quicksand steps all over you.
You can melt into a mallow in a marsh. Careful in all you do. Watch each serpent and snake. Watch the eyes that watch you, waiting for your one mistake. It's Mirkwood.
In its brackish brooks don't drink or take a bath. Magic water there runs deep, and it makes you sleep and sleep if you hope to journey to some aftermath. In Mirkwood, never, never leave the path.
There are spiders who weave cobwebs that could snare rhinoceroses.
I don't like the kind of subject that old bomber here discusses.
You will have to pass through Mirkwood.
There are mighty elves that scare themselves. Their magic is so elfish.
To carry on this morbid talk is something more than selfish.
You will have to pass through Mirkwood. Through the brambles and briar, watch the path as it wends. Through the muck and the mire, though it seems it never ends.
It's Mirkwood.
Don't
Disturb the forest or you'll feel its wrath. You'll need courage, you'll need pluck, and you'll need a lot of luck if you hope to journey to some aftermath. In Mirkwood, never, never leave the path.
Long ago, elves and dwarves were friends.
There was that old squirrel, but it was so long ago.
Gandalf expressly warned us.
Colin, your advice?
I think we must leave the path. It seems to me, die whatever we do. What about the sleeper?
Must we burden ourselves longer? Leave him with me. The rest of you, scale the other campsite. I too leave the path. With the ring, you can carry messages unseen. You must go, or else give the ring to one of us.
No, I'll go, but I'll not live on my ring.
Very well. Come on, and don't forget to use it on your grenade. What else?
Approach peacefully, ask for water.
Thinking what is yours, or what could be more honest than a burglar, stealing back what someone stole from me. To heist some horrid hoodlums all and hand it over is what we call benevolent burglary. Who deserves more reverence than a robber does? Rifling backs in orphans' legacy. For though the moral bonds may change,
No one second to a second-story man, or higher than a highwayman, say we. For we believe in higher laws as long as it's a worthy cause, benevolent burglary. Who's a finer fellow than a footpad is, with better bet for boys to banditry? For mortal man, what's greater love than keeping up the standards of benevolent burglary? What could be more honest than a burglar? Guaranteed a fairly fancy fee. You'll get your promised 14 share and you'll come out a millionaire. And all you have to do is stare. Benevolent, benevolent, benevolent burglary.
Now, I must warn you, Smog is very well honored with a diamond waistcoat, but there is a bare spot on it just above his heart. That is the only place where he can be viewed, but it is no bigger than your 2 hands.
And certainly guards that place well. Any volunteers? Anyone want to go along for the ride? Well, Sting, at least I have you.
It's today, and it's now almost 10. Immediately after this announcement, we will begin the auction. Terms of the sale are as usual. You mention any defects that we are aware of. We are not responsible for any accidents. Now you'll have a few minutes before the sale begins to examine the merchandise.
When my hammer falls at the sale, all goods to be paid for in cash are moved immediately after the sale.
Friends, this is an unusual opportunity. The late Bilbo Baggins had many treasured antiques handed down for generations. Some originally belonged to Bilbo and Took. These items have special appeal to antique hunters and collectors of historic memorabilia. Also, it's a saying around the Shire, Baggins buys best. He loved his home and he furnished it in style.
If you love his home, why didn't you stay there?
Well, we never know the motives of our fellow hobbits. All we know for certain is that in late April last year, after living quietly in the Shire for many years, he left his home without seeking advice from his relatives or neighbors. Since that time, Mr. Baggins has not been heard from. A nephew was with him at the time, but on the account that he gave, well, children will be children. Accordingly, on May 1st of this year, on the formal application of his oldest living relative, Mrs. Sackville Baggins, he was officially presumed dead and his effects are sold for the benefit of his many heirs. An item of interest to many of my well-nourished friends is the Iron Chevrolet Bull Roar Took. It's remarkable for both its sturdiness and its large bottom. Seat. If any of you have noticed that your own armchair is legal type, you certainly want to bid on this historic chair. We'll start in the house. Sell the furniture first.
A cranberry relish dish. Chipped.
Now here's a good solid wood box. What am I offering? 2 shillings? Thank you, ma'am. Do I hear 3? Over there. The bid's against you, ma'am. Now 3.5. Will you go for 4? Will you go for 4? Last chance. Going? Going? Gone. Write it down. Sold to Mrs. Sackville Baggins.
We're moving into your house tomorrow.
Hey, run, Bummer, bid. Tell about the little things. We can't afford to buy them. But even if the dragon killed him, he died a hero. William Scarrow will almost into all the Shire. Wish you would mention dragons. No one believes you. But he did say he was off killing dragons.
Stop the sale! Stop the sale!
Uncle Bilbo!
Frodo!
Your brother, you're safe.
Sister!
He's an imposter!
Where have you been, Uncle?
Oh, just there and back again.
Did you kill the dragon?
Clean dragon?
We killed him.
Notion.
I expect you came back a lot more than you left. Bet you didn't have sense enough to stay home.
I should have thought of that.
Oh, Lord. I'm coming.
My dear old friends! But how did you get here? You
must have left directly after I did.
We did.
After you left, and after you killed Smog, you left without taking your share of the treasure. So we brought it along. But the others?
On guard at Lonely Mountain, setting up forts all that. Where are you? Let's go about Gandalf.
Oh, it's odd you should speak of it. You are Bilbo's nephew?
Yes?
He bade me tell you that he is not forgotten, and that he will come for you at the appointed time. But where is Gandalf? Who knows? If Middle-earth should become in trouble again, you can be sure that Gandalf will come again.
I hope you enjoy your treasure.
It's far more than I deserve. After all, it was mostly luck.
I'd say good sense and bravery.
Brave? Me?
A fool never cares when he's risking his life for excitement or thrills or for fame. And if he survives, other fools call him brave. To the wise, he's a fool all the same. The wise one knows fear when there's danger to face, so he's serious, thoughtful, and brave. He'll do what he must in the best way he can, and this is the one who is brave. Truly brave, Mr. Baggins. I am proud to have shared this adventure with you.
Thank you.
Fare thee well, my